the first one is you often see at this time of year like crystal Christmas trees, and you spend like $3 on them, $4 on them. We sell them at Curiosity Zone, but I was like, you know, I bet you we could make that. And sure enough, there was I Googled it, I found the recipe for it, and it's so super simple to make. The key to making these, though, is this stuff called Mrs. Stewart's bluing. This is hard to find, and so I apologize for that.
Yeah,
you may have to order
I've never heard of it.
You may have to order it online. It's $5-ish online. But once you get that, you're all set. And what you're going to do is you're going to take a sponge, or in our case, we use sponge paper, which is so much fun because when you hit it with water, it expands. It goes, and you can get this at any craft store, but you can certainly just use a sponge from the grocery store. Not a big deal.
It feels like construction paper when it's dry.
It does. You'll see in a second. We're going to hit it with some water, and it's awesome. So then, what I did here was cut the bottom on this one and the top on this one, so you can stick them together to make a three-dimensional tree.
Okay. Perfect.
But you can also just do like a simple, you know, piece of paper, and I mean it's not paper, but a piece of sponge cut out to be like that. And that's what this one is.
The flat one.
I can show you guys.
Oh, that came out nice.
See, so this is what we're doing. We're growing these salt crystals, and it's a very simple solution that you're making. And all we're going to do here is, if you would dump in, let's see, what is that? 2 tablespoons of water.
Okay.
And then 2 tablespoons of salt. And we're going to dissolve this. And what you're making is called a super saturated solution. And it's basically you're dissolving as much salt in there as you can, and you're still going to have some left over. And then you're going to put in the secret stuff, which is the Mrs. Stewart's bluing. The reason this works so great for growing crystals is it has these teeny little particles in it. And what happens is the solution starts to evaporate, right?
Okay.
And when it starts, first of all, it's gonna creep up your sponge. One more thing, this is optional, but we're gonna put in ammonia in ours, because what I discovered is when you put in a tablespoon of ammonia, it will evaporate even faster, and your crystals will start to grow in like under 10 minutes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Because kids don't have patience, so it's good to go faster.
So what's gonna happen is we're gonna pour this in the bottom of our container, or you can pour it over your sponge, just whatever. And it's going to soak up the sponge slowly but surely. You can see how cool the sponge is. See how it starts to pop open? And eventually it'll soak the liquid all the way up to the top. And what's happening is it's carrying the salt and the little particles from the Mrs. Stewart's all the way up through. As the water starts to evaporate, the crystals start to
Now, the bluing stuff, the Mrs. Stewart's, what is that used for?
It's an old-fashioned laundry thing.
Yeah, it makes white clothes whiter.
Because you know how your whites get yellow, kind of?
Yeah.
So old-fashioned used to throw that in there and make them white again.
Mrs. Stewart's. Who knew?
Yeah.
Who knew?
So anyway, your crystals will start to grow in 10 minutes, and then this
It's already getting fuzzy.
This is a couple days worth, and you get the color from adding a little bit of food coloring if you want to.
Yeah, this one right here, this blue one looks fun.
You can go crazy with it. And just a quick thing on science. Do you know what makes a crystal a crystal?
Magic.
Magic.
Yeah.
The molecules repeat in a pattern. So salt crystals are always square.
Okay.
So sugar crystals have a different shape, water crystals have a different shape, but they're always the same shape.
Very neat.
What's happening here is they're kind of all those little cubes are stacking up, and I actually brought a little. Make sure you get out your magnifying glass at home to check out your little crystals,
so you can see if they're square.
This is compliments of my in-laws. They're the greatest ever. They found this in an antique store.
I know. I was about to say it's like Sherlock Holmes.
I know,
right here.
It's my
finding
giant
a clue.
glass. Okay.
How much do the kids love this? Oh, I can imagine.
It's so much fun, and the color and the fact that it grows. I mean, every time you look at it, it's got more crystals on it.
All right. I see.